Welcome everyone to tonight's matchup for the East Palmetto Spartans as they take on the Minnechaug Falcons. Last year, Minnechaug had a record of 9-10. This year, losing to Leominster in the States, 12-11. Currently, Minnechaug is a 3-game losing streak, losing to Northampton 12-7, Summers 16-4, and Agawam 8-4. They're looking to change that up against the Spartans tonight. Got Kenna Marino on the draw. She kicks the ball. It goes all the way over, and Calabrese will get possession. And East Palmetto will look for their first opportunity. Lukasic with the ball. Throws it over to Trulio. Trulio makes her way in. Cuts it back out to Marino. Marino over to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer makes a move, comes in through 1, 2. Nothing there. She kicks it back out to Trulio. Trulio goes one-on-one, gets it, and hits it off the back post. Goal. He somehow quickly gets up on the board. A little bit less than a minute into the game with a goal by Angelina Trulio. That's Trulio's 5th goal of the season.
East Palmetto goal number 4, Angelina Trulio.
Minnechaug's only win on the season is their home opener as they beat Mount Greylock 7-5. Marino on the draw, gets up, goes 5-hole on the Chaug girl and picks up the ball and gets down the field. Goes back to Whitwer. Whitwer cuts back around, has the other side of the field as she takes on 3 girls, gets over the restraining line, and will set up the East Palmetto offense. Addie Jordan with the ball, one-on-one with and she'll get shooting space. My kid. Addie Jordan on the 8-meter. False start by Jordan. Lucky for Minnechaug because it's probably going to go in. Chaug quickly gets the ball up the field. Grace Howard on it as Stakowitz has the ball. Stakowitz feeds it in, turns around. Jenna Holly with the save. Jenna Holly quickly out to Jordan. Jordan up to Lukasic. Lukasic flying down the line, up the field. She'll take him one-on-one. No, she backs out smartly, gets it into Jordan, who misses just wide. Yana Calabrese there, picks up the ball. Quickly set up the East Palmetto offense. Gets the ball back to Jordan. Jordan at the X. Jordan over to Calabrese. Calabrese throws, and nice play by Anna Calabrese. Nice feed by Jordan. Nice pass. Nice pass by Jordan to Calabrese, who scores her first goal of the game. Calabrese's 5th goal on the season as well.
Spartan goal by number 9, Liana Calabrese. Number 7, Addie Jordan with the assist.
East Palmetto lost a tough game the other day in Wayland. I think the officials there only got participation award trophies, and that's why they try to call an even game. East Palmetto getting hosed on a lot of the calls, in my opinion, and a lot of the fans' opinion. But nevertheless, East Palmetto lost 11-10 in overtime in a hard-fought battle. Marino back on the draw. East Palmetto gets the 3rd draw in a row. As Marino will get the ball up the line. Feeling some pressure by the Minnechaug. Gets the ball over to Lukasic. Lukasic to Jordan. Jordan makes a move, dodge buys her, takes a shot. Off the goalie, saved by the goalie, out of bounds. as McConnell will bring the ball in, gets to Kozib has the ball. Kozib has 1 goal in the season. She's looking to get the ball up the field. Looks like she's got a little bit of wheels behind her. She gets by Trulio and Calabrese, and Minnechaug will set up their offense. Kozib with the ball. Passes it over to Sarno. Sarno, from what Mass Live stats have, she's their leading scorer with 4 goals. Nice move by Minnechaug. Goes in and out, getting a call. And Minnechaug will have their first scoring opportunity on an 8-meter. Sarno on the 8-meter. Jenna Holly looking to make a stop, as she's been doing all year long. Sarno sneaks one by Jenna Holly. 2-1. Just under 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Minnechaug goaltender number 21, ELHS Sarno.
Marino back on the draw. I believe that's Taylor. She's taking the draw against. Ball goes out of bounds. Redraw. East Palmetto 4-1 the last 5 games against Minnechaug, outscoring the Falcons 71-26. It's a good thing for East Palmetto. However, they've only won 4 games in their career against Minnechaug. Their first win coming against the Falcons in 2023. So East Palmetto's 4-25 against Minnechaug all time. Jordan with the draw. Jordan wins the draw. She gets the ball over the restraining line. She pulls back. Goes through everybody. Fires it just wide. Calabrese there. She'll quickly get the ball in. Reset East Palmetto's offense. Calabrese looking to do a dodge. Gets by 1. These are there. Oh, nice shot by Calabrese. Spins around the girl. Scores her 2nd goal of the game. East Palmetto up 3-1 with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lusick, I think that's how you'd say it, Lusick. She's on the draw this time against Marino. Looks like Minnechaug's trying to change something up so they can win a draw tonight. Marino throws it up. Whitwer comes away with it. She quickly gets the ball up the field. Fires it, and Mac Whitwer gets her first goal of the game. Mac Whitwer scoring 6 goals the other day against Wayland. Scoring a fantastic goal in the last 30 seconds of the game to force the Spartans to go into overtime. Unfortunately, in overtime, they couldn't capitalize on winning the draw, and Wayland came down and scored. Marino back up on the draw. False start. Marino quickly scoops it up. Over to Whitwer. Whitwer to Lukasik. Kasich looking to make a move. Feeds it into Jordan. Trulio ends up with it. Trulio looking to make something happen. Starts it over. Goes to Marino. Marino in. Feeds it long, but Jordan's there to save it. Now we have Jordan with a one-on-one. Jordan fires at 5-hole on the goalie. And Jordan gets on the board with her first goal of the game. Spartans pulling away a little bit now at 5-1 with 6:13 to go in the first quarter.
Spartan goal number 7, Addie Jordan.
Marino back up on the draw. Bounces around quickly, scoops it up as Marino gets the ball over his training line to Lukasik. Lukasik blows by the defender, gets a shot, goal, but she'll get an 8-meter shot. Caroline Lukasik looking to get on the board today as she shoots it. Wow, what a grab by Calabrese. Calabrese tries to do a reverse Twizzler, just missing wide as the keeper ends up with the ball. East Long Meadow will be putting pressure on the ride. This is Lee with the ball as she's met by the younger Marino. Kylie Marino gets called for a foul. Lee gets the ball, kicks it over to Kozub. Kozub with the ball. Looking to get the Minnechaug offense going. Sarno with the ball. Over to Kozub. Looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Puts it in the middle. Nice feed by Kozub. Oop. He somehow throws the ball away. As McConnell picks up the ball. And she's met by Caroline Lukasik. Lusick with the ball, kicks it over to Kozub. Kozub will once again start the Minnechaug offense. Kozub over to Lee. Lee looking for somebody. McKechnie defending her. Kozub, nice pass to the middle. As Sarno gets her second goal of the game. Nice pass by Kozub to Sarno.
Minnechaug goal number 21, Ella Sarno. Number 2, Sophia Kozub with the assist.
Spartans up 5-2 with just over 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Marino on the draw. Ball up as Marino's going to end up with the ball once again. She's firing down the field. And she pulls out. And Jordan's there to pick up the ball. Jordan with a little one-on-one action, goes by her, fires it in. Nice save by the keeper. Orphalak with the ball. Goes all the way back to the keeper. And they get the ball to Kozub. She's met by Mac Whitwer. He's forcing her to the sideline. Kozub cuts it back. Minnechaug beats East Long Meadow's ride. Kylie Marino is there, and Addie Jordan gets called. Oh, Kylie Marino gets called. Stackwitz throws the ball over to Kozub. No, Sarno. Wow. Lee with a goal. East Long Meadow are having a tough time picking up these cutters coming right up the middle as Minnechaug cuts East Long Meadow's deficit to 2 goals. East Long Meadow still up 5-3 with 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Marino on the draw. Easily throws it over to Addie Jordan. Gets the ball to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer over to Lukasik. Lukasik fires it into Trulio. And they'll get a yellow card. Looks like O'Connell will be getting a yellow card, so she'll be spending a couple minutes in the timeout area. Or no yellow card. Mac fires it over to Lukasik. Lukasik takes a shot. Lukasik scores. Lukasik with her first goal of the game. Spartans up 6-3 with just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Minnechaug not knowing what to do on the draw. I'm sure Kenna will just turn around and fire this over to Addie like she did the last time up, and Minnechaug's switching it up and putting in girl back onto Addie. And this time she fires it over. Mac get there. What a nice play by O'Connell to scoop to win the draw. She kicks it up to Sarno. Sarno passes it up as the ball gets knocked around by Grace Howard. Grace Howard and Kylie Marino ends up with the ball. She'll take off. She's got speed. Only person left is Manning. She goes by Manning. And they'll reset the offense. Mac Whitwer over to Jordan. Over to Lukasik. Throws it just a bit high. B, Minnechaug ball. Jenny with the ball. Met by Lukasik. Nice check by Trulio. Nice grab by O'Connell. She gets the ball over the restraining line. Ball bounces around. Jenna Holly's there to pick it up. She will get the ball in. There's only 18 seconds left. She gets the ball into Kenna. She has 10 seconds left. Fires it to Jordan. Plenty of time for her to run down by everybody. 5, 4, takes it, fires it into the net, and she scores with 1 second left on the clock to put the Spartans up 7-3 with only 1 second left in the first quarter. It's Jordan's second goal of the game.
Spartan goal number 7, Addie Jordan.
Yeah, that's tough for anybody to get with 1 second left in the quarter, but when Addie Jordan gets the ball and she only has to run 50 yards with 8 seconds to go, you know she's going to be able to get a shot off. Most of the time it's going to go in the back of the net, so great play by Addie Jordan. And the Spartans will go into the second quarter with a 7-3 lead. And we're back for second half action. Kenna Marino on the draw. Addie Jordan picks it up. That was Stakowitz going up against Kenna on the draw. Jordan quickly gets the ball over the straining line. She zooms in, takes a shot. Ball bounces around. Who's there to pick it up? Trulio ends up with the ball somehow on a 12-meter. I got nothing on that. Trulio over to Marino. Marino fires it into Jordan. Jordan behind the net to Mac. Mac looking to do a move. She zooms in through one. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Marino. Marino cuts the corner. She goes in and out of a few people, and Kenna Marino scores a goal. So Kenna Marino gets on the board with her first goal of the game, just under a minute in the second quarter, for her 5th goal of the season.
East Alamo goal number 1, Kenna Marino.
Lusick on the draw against Marino. Ball goes up. Jordan ends up with the ball. Fires over to Whitwer. The speedster quickly goes up. She'll go by her. One more defender. Passes it in. She'll get shooting space. And Mac Whitwer's on the 8-meter mark. Mac Whitwer, oh, what a save by the keeper. Hannah Calabrese is there once again to save it. As 3 girls are hitting her, and she maintains possession. Gets the ball over to Whitwer. Whitwer to Lukasik. Lukasik with the ball over. Over to Jordan. Jordan to Trulio. Trulio to Jordan. Jordan goes by one, looking for some cutters, playing a little 2-man. Goes by both of them, gets it. And I believe Manning with the, I believe that was Manning. Nevertheless, Addie Jordan will get herself an 8-meter. Jordan runs it in, goes low right, and ends up with her 3rd goal of the game. It's Addie Jordan's 30th goal on the season.
Spartan goal number 7, Addie Jordan.
Spartans up 9-3 with just over 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. O'Connor wins the draw, but it's forced out of bounds, and East Alamo ends up with the ball. Mac Whitwer gets the ball over. Quickly goes by 1, goes by 2, gets knocked away. And the keeper, 20. Number's the keeper, 23? Or is it 26?
It's 43, but they changed it to 0. Genevieve Johnson.
What's your last name?
Johnson.
Johnson? Marino with the ball. Gets the ball over to Lukasik. Lukasik gets the ball over the straining line. Throws it away. Sargento. Near with the ball. She's met by a slew of East Alamo defenders. Addie Jordan. Addie had a nice check, but Calabrese was the one that was supposed to be behind her. Manning over to Scarnelli. Scarnelli kicks it up to don't know. Down the other side of the field, and I can't see that far. I don't have a 41. Stackwitz with the ball. Stackwitz makes a move, throws the ball into the middle, intercepted by Reed. A little scuffle, and Jenna Holly ends up with the ball. Holly over to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer gonna blow by all Minnechaug midfield. Gets the ball over the restraining line. We'll set up East Long Meadow's offense. Marino with the ball. Gets it over to Lukasik. Lukasik over to Calabrese. Calabrese over to Jordan. Jordan skip past to Whitwer. Over to McKechnie. Over to Trulio. Over to Lukasik. Over to Jordan. Jordan hits the cutter. Ball bounces around, and Mac Whitwer will be getting herself an 8-meter. Again. Mac Whitwer runs it in, throws it high, just misses wide. Angelina Trulio there to back up the ball, and she'll get to put the ball quickly back into play. Over to Lukasik. Kasich over to Marino. Marino hits a wide open cutter, just wide to Jordan. The ball's out of bounds. Kozub with the ball. She's met by Mac Whitwer. She gets the ball to the other side of the field. She goes in and out of 1-2 girls. I don't have 41's number. Kozub with the ball. She's followed by Kendall Reed. Or Kylie Marino, followed by Kylie Marino. Now that's Kendall Reed. Sarno with the ball. Kicks the ball over to Gates. Nope, Stackwitz. Stackwitz kicks the ball over to Sarno. She's got some speed. Looking to hit the cutters, and the ball's thrown away. And Kylie Marino is there as there's an injury back at the 10-yard line. And Kozub came up limping from that injury. Marino gets the ball over to Lukasik. Lukasik running down the field. Kasich takes a shot and scores. Nice shot by Caroline Kasich to switch hands and shoot left-handed to get her second goal of the game. Spartans up 10-3 with just over 3 minutes left in the second quarter. East Long Meadow doing a much better job this quarter, picking up all the cutters as they're keeping Minnechaug scoreless in this quarter. Marino up on the draw. Ball goes over to Jordan. He should be able to save it. Ball just barely gets out of bounds. And he'll do a redraw.
We go white.
Marino with a draw this time. Ball will go up to Addie Jordan, who flicks it over to Lukasik. Nice play by Jordan. Get the ball to Lukasik. Lukasik fires over to Calabrese. Nice grab. Gets knocked away. Maintains possession. Gets it over to Lukasik. Lukasik with the ball. Kicks it over to Marino. Marino to McKechnie. McKechnie scoots, goes by one. Gets the ball knocked away. And Lucy Parsons ends up picking the ball up. Lucy stays with it, gets knocked to the ground. Minnechaug with the ball. Sarno with the ball. Gets knocked that way. Oh. And that's what happened to us the other day in Wayland over and over and over again.
Well, no, that's not why they blew it. No.
Because I drop my stick every time someone scores.
Taylor with the ball. Picks it up. Gets over Luzik. Over to Stakowitz.
We're not very regimented.
Sarno with it, looking to try to get by Marino. Takes the ball behind the net. 3-second violation on East Long Meadow. I think that's one of the stupidest ones that they have. Like, the ball's behind the net and they call 3 seconds. It's just,
That was a good time for it.
yeah, for us. Yeah, you get your whole offense to reset. Jenna Holly with a save. Keckney knocks the ball around. Jordan picks it up. Jordan fires it up to Lukasik. She's got Calabrese. Hits Calabrese in stride. Calabrese goes, take it to the house, kid. Calabrese goes by one, whips it just wide. Who's there? Angelina Trulio's there to back it up. She brings the ball in. She gets the ball over to Calabrese. Calabrese gets it knocked away. Knocked away by Trulio. And two bodies are met in which Minnechaug ends up with the ball. And that's the end of the first half with the Spartans taking a commanding lead 10-3. And we're back with second half action as the Spartans have a 10-3 lead. Pretty much everybody almost on the board. Marino has a goal. Kasich has 2 goals. Trulio has a goal. Mac Whitwer has a goal. Addie Jordan has 3. And Miana Calabrese has 2. And Sarno has 2 goals for Minnechaug, and I believe Kozub has the other one. Minnechaug wins the draw. As Jordan comes up hobbling.
Pretty good Masters, huh? Yeah. How entertaining was that?
Minnechaug passing the ball around. Sure, they're looking for their normal setup that they always have. It's gotten them a couple goals. Sarno with the ball, looking for that cutter on the weak side. She gets the ball over to. Oh, she feathers it in. What a pass. Nice pass, nice shot by Minnechaug. Minnechaug quickly gets on the board 45 seconds into the second half. I don't know, I think it was from Sarno. 32. 30, yeah. Manning.
Minnechaug goal by number 32, Anna Taylor. Number 34 is Belmano with the assist.
So Minnechaug slowly chipping away at the East Long Meadow lead, now 10-4. Minnechaug coming out of halftime fired up, quickly getting on the board. East Long Meadow looking to put an end to that, not let Minnechaug get on a run. Marino on the draw, flicks it over. Mac Whitwer will pick it. Nope. Ball bounces around. Marino there. She scoops the ball and knocks it away. Still nobody with it, and Minnechaug will end up with possession. Sarno kicks it over to Kozub. Kozub up with the ball up top, getting marked by Marino. Looking to hit those long cutters. I think that's what they end up doing. They're trying to get those passes like that over everybody else's head. Trying to draw East Long Meadow out. As Minnechaug ends up with the ball. Kozub with the ball. Schmidt by Jordan. Jordan's chasing. As Minnechaug calls a timeout. And we're back with East Long Meadow up 10-4, just under 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Minnechaug coach seeing something and calling a timeout, probably trying to run some type of play against East Long Meadow. He sees something in the East Long Meadow defense that he wants to go up against, and we'll see what he draws up if it works out. Manning with the ball up on top. Kicks it over to Pollard. Pollard over to Riley. Over to Manning. Manning with the ball. Looks like Minnechaug looks for that real long pass, trying to hit those cutters. Grace Howard's there, scoops it up and goes out of. I don't know why he wouldn't just let that one run out of bounds. Shield it. That's a soccer play. Shield it, let the ball go out of bounds, and you gain possession. It was off on Minnechaug's stick. Nevertheless, Minnechaug with the ball. Addie Jordan there, meeting her. Nothing. Minnechaug, nothing. Oh. Minnechaug on the 12-meter. And now Addie Jordan gets an opportunity. Nice pick by Lukasik. Gets the ball up to Whitwer. Whitwer will blow by him. Only one defender left. Kicks it behind the net to Calabrese. Calabrese over to Jordan. Jordan met by two girls. Smartly waits. That's what East Long Meadow needs to do. Be a little patient. They seem to be rushing a lot in the first half. Nevertheless, they scored 10 goals, but kick it over to McKechnie. McKechnie over to Lukasik. Over to Marino. Over to Whitwer. Whitwer around the net. Kicks it out to Jordan. Jordan will get a one-on-one. Just clear out and let Jordan do her work. Jordan fires it. Should be getting an 8-meter. Addie Jordan at the 8-meter mark. Jordan runs it in, bounces it off the post. McKechnie's there. She picks it up. McKechnie over to Marino. Marino with a little weave dodge. To Trulio, back to Mac. Mac looking, nothing there. Mac over to Lukasik. Lukasik goes in. Nothing there, gets knocked away. Picks up the ball. And we got to protect that ball a little bit better. Forced to pass, but Minnechaug with the ball. Throws the ball up to East Long Meadow. Gets lucky with an unforced turnover. Kylie Marino with the ball. Looks like Kylie Marino didn't run fully onto the field, and another unforced turnover from East Long Meadow goes right back to Minnechaug. Sarno with the ball. Looking to make something happen. She's met by Jordan. Manning with the ball. Grace Raypold goes to knock it away. Addie Jordan. Jordan kicks it. Nobody there. Oh, Addie almost with another knock. Good defense by Kylie Marino. Minnechaug runs the ball all the way behind the net. Yep. Nisama quickly gets the ball up to Lukasic. Nisama will have a 4-on-4. Lukasic goes in through everybody, turns around and shoots and scores. Nice goal by Caroline Lukasic to get her third goal of the game to put the Salmon Spartans up 11-4.
East Long Meadow goal number 3, Caroline Lucchese.
Spartans up 11-4 with 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Marino on the draw. Self draws, gets the ball to herself. Gets the ball to Mac. Mac quickly gets the ball over the 30-yard line to set up the East Long Meadow offense. She sees a one-on-one, blows by her, just misses wide as Trulio is there to pick it up. She quickly gets the ball in. She's looking for somebody. She says, nope, I'll take it myself. Nice pass by Trulio. Mac just barely misses it. Good defense by Lukasic, forcing her. Look good to me. Minnechaug deep into their defensive zone. And
What is that call from 100 yards away?
Kasich playing defense on Jenna Corelli. She kicks it over, gets it all the way back to Johnson. Johnson will kick it to Kozub. Ball's loose. Marino ends up with the ball. Oh, no. Miana Calabrese with the ball as she gets cross-checked. The ball gets to Lukasic. Lukasic looks to set up the East Long Meadow offense. Jordan with a move. Oh, nice behind the back. Sneaky play by Jordan. Jordan sneaks one past the goalie for her fourth goal of the game.
Spartan goal number 7, Addie Jordan.
Spartans now up 12-4.
She wanted mom for something. She was calling her name, guys.
It's one thing I give Jordan. She'll score 6, 7, 8 goals in a game, and I don't think any of the goals are ever the same type of shot selection. She reaches deep into her bag, and that one for, I don't know, reverse Twizzler. Sounds good.
But the rest of all those girls on half of that bench is the JV team. So they have come up, so yeah. But no, they don't let the creative just
Reno on her draw. Arms got to be getting tired today as she takes her 17th draw, winning 15 of them. Gets the ball up to Lukasic. And Lukasic to Jordan, and Jordan scores another goal. Nice passing by the Spartans. Nice finish by Jordan.
Spartan goal by number 7, Addie Jordan. Number 3, Caroline Lucchese with the assist.
Marino back on the draw. Spartans up 13-4 with 2:30 left in the third quarter. As Grace Howard looks to get there, Grace Howard picks it up. Grace Howard skirts one right by the goalie, goes 5-0 on the goalie, and Grace Howard is now up on the board.
East Long Meadow goal number 22, Grace Howard.
Grace Howard getting her first goal on the season with that shot. Now with that goal, the Spartans are up 10, so we'll have running clock unless Chaug can get one up on the board. Chaug wins the draw. As O'Connor has it, kicks the ball outside. Minnechaug can do a one-on-one. Nothing is there. They kick it back out to Lusick. Mac Whitwer knocks the ball around. McKechnie ends up picking it up. McKechnie gets the ball up to Howard. Howard's got a couple of defenders. Oh no, that's not Howard. Is it Howard? Is that Caroline? Caroline. Caroline over to Mac. Mac over to Howard. Howard over to McKechnie. McKechnie feeds it into Jordan, and Jordan scores a goal. So Addie Jordan gets a hat trick on this half. That's Addie's 6th goal of the game, 33rd goal of the season.
East Long Meadow goal number 7, Addie Jordan.
And Spartans going into the fourth quarter with a 15-4.
Kylie Marino.
And we're back with fourth quarter action. The Spartans taking a commanding lead 15-4 against Minnechaug Falcons. And we will have continuous running clock as Addie Jordan is now on a draw, giving Kenna Marino a break. And we'll have a restart. Addie Jordan with a nice self-draw. Quickly gets the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie gets it up to Mac Whitwer. Whitwer over to Lukasik. Lukasik gets the ball behind the net to Illingsworth. Illingsworth over to McKechnie. Is it? Over to Mac. Over to Lukasik. Lukasik with the ball. Plays behind to Mac. Mac will get shooting space. Mac Whitwer gets stuffed by the goalie with a nice save by Johnson. As Mac knocks the ball out, but it's no call. Berner has the ball, kicks it up to Kozib. That's their go-to girl. It gets the ball through the ride. Lee with the ball, and she's met by Grace Howard. Now she's met by Kylie Marino, and somebody's going to get a card. And Kylie Marino getting her first card of the season. The other day in the Wayland game, they had the entire yellow card ran out against us. They had a discrepancy and they didn't even stop the clock. They ran it for like 2 minutes. But we scored in the goal, so it didn't really make a difference. Minus having a girl in the timeout for an extra minute and a half. But Sarno with the ball on top of the key. Kicks it over to Manning. Manning gets, somebody gets met by Grace Howard. As Kozib will be getting herself an 8-meter. Nice save by Jenna Holly. Quickly gets the ball up to Lukasik. Lukasik doesn't have the numbers and timeout somebody. Who called the timeout? We're back after the East Long Meadow timeout, setting up a play. Maybe. Illingsworth picks up the ball. Looking to pick it up. Gets the ball over to Lukasic. Kendall Marino with the ball, waiting to eat up the clock. Ball bounces. Another unforced turnover as Lucy Parsons is knocked out of bounds. And turnover by Minnechaug because they didn't run onto the field. Lucy will get the ball, runs it into the field, gets the ball over to Marino. Marino over to Jordan as East Long Meadow is fully man up. No, Lukasic to Jordan. Jordan in and out of everybody. They'll restart the offense. Marino with the ball, kicks it over to Jordan. Jordan goes by one, leaves it to, what a shot. Nice pass by Jordan. Better shot by Kenna Marino, who fires into the back of the net. Not giving Minnechaug goalie much time to think about that one as it flies by her shoulder. For Kenna's second goal of the game, East Long Meadow's first goal of the fourth quarter, though. Spartans up 16-4 with 7 minutes to go in the game. Addie Jordan on the draw. Jordan kicks it back, goes to Marino, but she picks up herself. She gets the ball up to McKechnie. McKechnie has space, fires it over to Avery Morgado, gets a shot off and is a good save by the keeper. Keeper quickly gets the ball out. Minnechaug gets the ball up to Sarno. Sarno up to Lee. As Minnechaug looks to set up their offense. Taylor with the ball. Minnechaug sends in those long cutters. Taylor still with the ball. Pollard with the ball.
That was a quick service. I figured you were going to go to the sideline anyway, so. And I will lock up.
Sarno with the ball up against Jordan. Jordan says no, thank you. And the ball kicks out. Grace Howard chasing it. Grace Howard flies through and Illingsworth comes up with the ball and she screams down the line. She's got a girl behind her. Nice quick stop. And she sets to reset it. Manning with a tomahawk chop. It's called with it. They kick the ball over to Jordan. Jordan to Crimmins. Crimmins with the ball behind the net. Kicks it over to McKechnie. McKechnie goes through one, kicks the ball over to Lucy Parsons, and Lucy Parsons gets her first high school goal. What a play by Lucy Parsons to fire the ball in the back of the net. And the girls on the field are saying, "I love you, Lucy Parsons." The freshman will be happy with that one, and I'm sure it'll be a more happy mom and dad with that one. And she gets everybody stands up for Lucy as she comes off the field, getting her first goal. Spartans up 17-4 with just over 3 minutes to go in the game. False start by Minnechaug. He somehow gets the ball. Jordan kicks the ball back to Marino. Marino up to Grace Howard. Gets the ball over the restraining line. Grace Howard slows it off to Pelletier. Pelletier to Crimmins. There's just a blackout in East Long Meadow, so if you missed, East Long Meadow scored 3 goals in that 10 seconds. Kylie Marino yells at her sister to turn around, and she listens to her before running into trouble with 3 other girls. As Addie Jordan goes through everybody, gets Jane Pelletier, who, Jane Pelletier picks it up, scoops up with it, stays with it. There he goes. Illingsworth gets it, kicks it over to Howard. Howard over to McKechnie with just a minute to go. McKechnie to Jordan. Jordan turns around, shoots and fires. A nice save by the keeper. As Avery Morgado was there. Here we go, Avery. Take it in. Yeah, just go with it, Avery. Avery. There we go, Avery. I thought she was trying to. Avery kicks it out to Grace Howard. Grace Howard back to Jordan. Jordan looking for a cutter. Over to Pelletier. Pelletier back to Jordan. Jordan scores again. Eddie's 7th goal of the game. As the Spartans are beat up on Minnechaug 17-4. Next game is Thursday night against Westfield. Good night, everyone.